What it is, guys, we're back at it again with another video, and today's video is going to be the part 2 of 10 manga or manhwa like Solo Leveling. If you want to get 5 manga or manhwa similar to Solo Leveling that might even be better than Solo Leveling, please go back and watch that other video. And with that being said, I did get a few of these by Mangrave offline, so if you can, please show him some love. And with that being said, I'll just start this video. The first on this list is Ranker Who Lives a Second Life. This is at least as good as Solo Leveling, and in some elements is better than Solo Leveling. The MC's twin brother disappeared 5 years ago, and one day a pocket watch left by him returned to him. With it, he finds a diary of his brother, and when he reads it, he hears, "By the time you're reading this, I'll be dead." His brother had been betrayed by his trusted companions while climbing up the obelisk, another world that has game-like features. After learning this, the MC decided to climb the tower for revenge against those that killed his brother. Just imagine if Solo Leveling was a revenge story. That's a good way to describe this in a nutshell. I'll give this at least 10 chapters to really get what it's about, but you only need about 5 chapters if you're not really feeling it in 5. The next on this list is gonna be Dimensional Mercenary. Our MC needs money, but how far would he go to find a job? Even at the cost of his soul? Our MC gets an email from a job hunting advice website called Soul Sellers, which is a site geared to those willing to even sell their souls for a job. So that would answer the previous question. Our MC made a deal through this site, even selling his soul for a chance for money. And so he is sent to another world where he becomes a different person who sold their soul in another way. When he reenacts the person's life but tries to complete it as best as possible for the best rewards. It's a story where the MC is trying to complete these missions for money to pay off their debts, but also to help his family. All you need is 5 chapters to get what this is about, but I would recommend doing 10 so you can get a better foundation to know really if you're gonna like it or not. Moving on to something similar in genre is the legendary Moonlight Sculptor. Our MC had a lot of debt that he needs to pay off for his family. Our MC had an account as the legendary god of war in the popular MMORPG continent of Magic. Our MC decided to sell his character, and through a series of coincidences, his legendary character is actually sold for 3 billion won, which instantly is taken away by loan sharks. It instantly gets taken away because of the amount of debit they have, as well as the interest that they need to pay. With experience of making money through gaming, he decided to start playing a new game led by the first ever MMORPG, Royal Blood. This isn't as good as Solo Leveling in my opinion, but it isn't a bad series by any means. It's actually very decent. It's not that far off of Solo Leveling as well. I would say if Solo Leveling was a 10, this would be a 9 or an 8.5. I'd give this 5 to 10 chapters to get what it's really about. Second to last on this list is The Live. After losing his wife and daughter in a horrific accident, our MC finds himself stuck in his routine until he receives a diary from his future self. In it, it says, "I can see my wife and daughter again." Through winning the games in a parallel world, one will receive a prize, and using this, he could revive his dead family. But out of everybody, our MC is the only one with knowledge about what's going to happen in the future, which will give him an edge in what's going to come. This definitely does have the potential to surpass Solo Leveling, and in just 5 chapters you'll know what kind of series you're dealing with, but I would recommend also 10 chapters to really get it. If you're not really feeling it in 5, you could like it in 10. MC knowing what will happen in the future really does complement this series as well and makes it a much more enjoyable read. The last for this list might be the best in some perspectives, and that is the omniscient reader's viewpoint. Our MC has been sticking with the story for years, and he's the only one that's read it to the end. On the day that it's ending, our MC gets a message from the author to show his thanks for him reading it. He sends him a present, but when he gets the chance to open it, our MC finds himself stuck in the world of his favorite web novel that he's been reading. While he's not the MC, that's actually another character, he does know what's going to happen in the future because of course he's read it. This has so much potential, it's astonishing, and in time I can definitely see it surpassing Solo Leveling entirely. You only need to give this 5 chapters to understand what it's about, but I would give it 10 chapters just based on the fact of its potential. If you're not liking it, you might like it in those 10. That being said, thank you if you made it to the end of this video. I do appreciate every single one of you. I do also have other videos on other webtoons and manga to read. If you're interested, there's that. I also do have a video on Fair to actually being good coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. If you're gonna be interested in that, of course. Please do comment, rate, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Bye.